9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chefs, put down your knives. All right, let's give a big round of applause to these endurance runners. I mean, to cook on the spot in front of a large audience in a set amount of time with mystery ingredients is really challenging. And then to do it again and again is like insane. Who would do that? Well, we found 4 people, and Corey is like exhibit A. Okay, I said I was going to shake it up in the next round, so instead of starting here, we're going to start there. Ma'am, what is this plant? What did you get?
It's a garlic and steak.
Where did you get it?
Steak. What is this garlic steak? Yeah. The lady down there is $2, and I got the garlic part for food, and I got this part for food.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's probably, is that 5 feet long? And it's got the flower at the top end, but down here at the bitty end is just like a beautiful bulb of fresh garlic.
J&J Farms.
Is that J&J Farms?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That's usually one of our first stops at the farmer's market. They've got good stuff. All right. Without further ado, we are going to start with Donald. Let's bring it to the judges' table, man. You can do it. Okay. Looking good. A lot of greenery here. I don't see the herbs. I envision just like a salad sitting on top of this pork chop. But it does look good, and it does look green. And the crowd, you know, is like welcome to come up to the judges' table to see these things if you need to. And if you're lucky, you get to taste some of the proceeds. All right, Donald, what you got?
So I made an herb-crusted pork chop. I used the popsicle. I cooked the pork chop in the popsicle with the herbs and the spices.
Nice.
And then I did a side of a slaw. I did the green beans, cucumber, zucchini, and some onion in a vinaigrette.
Did you have a mandolin there? How'd you cut this stuff so nice?
The question was...
Yeah, how'd you cut this
Do you have a mandolin over there? How'd you cut everything so perfectly? You go right to Walmart and get the veggetti.
You got the veggetti?
You're hired. You're hired.
With the regat? Awesome. Okay. We're going to let these judges absorb your culinary brilliance. What are you going to cook tomorrow for dinner?
I'm not. I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, you're off tomorrow. Where do you go for a bite? Or are you going to eat a TV dinner or what? I mean, what do you do?
No, we like to go down to Yanni's.
Uh-oh.
like Johnny's.
And they got good calamari down there.
I'm gonna finish mine. I'll finish it.
All right. She's going to be a contestant next year. All right, the judges have tasted. So you love seafood. We got to make sure next year we get some seafood into this contest. I mean, we're sitting beside a great source of sturgeon, striped bass, catfish, eel.
I could have done my drunken steamers.
Yeah, I haven't found any steamers out here. I did find some blue crab claws. They come out up this far. What else is in there?
Striped bass.
Budweiser beer can.
Eel.
Eel, American eel. Herring in the right season. Porgy? No.
Porgy and Bess.
You're talking my language. That's Charleston talk. All right, let's move on to the next contestant. And we're going to bring up Corey. Don't get comfortable. This is your moment to shine. Okay, thank you. Corey, I'm going to ask you this question once we deliver the plates. Good old home cooking.
You need sunscreen for the chef.
Sunscreen or a sombrero for the chefs.
All right, what do you got, Corey?
All right. Thank you for letting me cook for you again. What I made is a Montreal steak seasoning encrusted and charred pork from Albright Farms. I did some very simple grilled green beans with some fresh garlic chives. And for you, where the sweet element of the popsicle comes in is in my sticky rice. It's sweet sticky rice with the pineapple jalapeno. I also brushed the top of your pork with a little bit of my maple syrup from Utopia.
And the Bullich green beans again were done how? Like just charred?
I grilled them. What I did is I brushed them with some melted butter. I grilled them, and then all I did was cut up some fresh garlic chive on the top of them.
Garlic chive. Yum. Was that in the pantry? Okay, cool. And that was a Bullich or a J&J?
That was my garden.
That was you. That's great. Okay, so yeah, garlic chives sort of grow themselves, and it's hard to get rid of them once you plant them once.
They're in a
But
pot.
they are
So.
good. What a beautiful night to be eating a three-course dinner down by the river.
I'll take it.
She swoops in for the kill. All right, there's another plate up for grabs.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And we're on to
Anybody
Lisa. Don't get comfortable. Oh, my question for you, Corey, was you like to cook Asian? I see a lot of sesame seed. Okay. She does it all the time.
Look
Okay,
at you,
great.
pro.
Lisa approaches the table.
All right, what do we got?
What do we got, Lisa?
We have a grilled pork chop with some sriracha honey glaze, some fried rice with beet greens and herbs, and some green beans with
You said
herbs.
beet greens?
Yes. And the popsicle is in the rice and the green beans.
Awesome. So we got the pork, the Albright's pork, the Bullich green beans, and the popsicle is in the rice? And the green beans. Okay, spread that popsicle around. It was one large popsicle. Is there basil in there?
Basil, mint, and thyme.
Basil, mint, and thyme. She heeded the judge's advice, their warning to use as much fresh herb as possible, and Paul Rother said use it as late as possible in the process. Interesting. So we've got 3 contestants. They delivered fundamentally the same dish. I mean, simple cooking, basic ideas. There's no...
That ain't shake and bake.
It's not shake and bake, for sure. This is real cooking, real ingredients from the farmer's market coming together in no time at all. Isn't that the message, right? Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Real ingredients from the farmer's market coming together in no time at all to make a satisfying dinner. Lisa, who do you cook for?
My family.
How big is your family?
3 spoiled children.
3 spoiled children who spoil my children. That's good. And what ages are you talking about?
13, 16, and 18.
That's the danger zone. All girls or?
2 boys and a girl in the middle.
That's nice. That's really clever of you. How did you do that? I don't know how to do that. Good planning. And your mom was a major influence on your cooking?
Major influence.
And she said, I interviewed her in a very long interview that went on for about 45 minutes, you might have missed, that her grandmother back in Gaeta or northern Italy, Perugia was it? Where was it?
Gaeta is south of Rome.
So she set the family on this pattern. All right, we've got 3 tastings and a hard decision for the judges. Who amongst the audience tasted those dishes? I have a feeling this young lady did.
Raise your hand.
All right, there's chaos at the second judging table. What's going on here?
Oh, we're just having a heck of a time. This is great.
Picking our favorites here.
They're picking their favorites. What's your word on this?
I can't say.
Can't say.
That's the reason we have to bring in judges from outside. It's all good, okay. That's why we have judges who don't live in Cooksaki. Because they wouldn't be able to live with themselves. They wouldn't be able to show their face at Chrissy's Diner or the Sparborough ever again. It's tough. It's political. And that's probably why Mayor Mark Evans abstained this year from being a judge. It's too tough on him. He's got to live with his decision. Rick can run back down to Kingston and, like, you know. And Deb can go back to New Baltimore, and she doesn't worry. It's not a family affair. Where does Paul live?
In Cooksaki.
Are you in Cooksaki, Paul?
I work here, but I live in Albany.
He lives in Albany. See, proves my thesis.
A little bit here, though.
The second judge's table said it's all good. That was their verdict. And I like that verdict. It was all good. It was real cooking, real ingredients, and it was very clever. And I remember in the past years, the professional chefs being like so upset about the time constraint, as if they'd never plated up like, 40 of the same dish in half an hour. And these home cooks really made it look easy. In fact, next year we're trimming time off of the thing. All right, Deb, let's bring up the chefs, and we're going to render the verdict. The jet ski is pulling up now. Donald, Corey, Lisa. Let's give a big round of applause for these endurance home cooks. Not only are they creative, they're laboring in the sun in front of like a charcoal grill from the 1940s, if they're lucky, and putting up with our surprises. But fortunately, they've got good ingredients at their disposal, and they did a really good job. I'm going to hand it to Deb to deliver the verdict.
All right, I just want to say, you guys, you're all, as Corey's apron says, you're all unique, you're all beautiful, you're all brave. What you've done here in this scalding sun without any beer or wine to help you through is truly amazing. So I just want to say you're all winners, and that's the consolatory thing we give you before we chop your neck off. Now, spoken as a true feminist, I don't want this to come off as sexist, but the chicks ruled in this one. Donald, when you brought yours up, we were all like, I was really like a porno movie over here with your green beans. We were getting off on those. They were fabulous. They were very refreshing. We felt that your pork was a little overcooked and under-seasoned. Corey and Lisa, we both loved and devoured a good portion of yours, but I think it's going to come down to the chicks versus the chicks. So Donald, you rock. We appreciate everything you do for 911, but you have been chopped.
All right, Donald. Sorry.
I called 911.
The jet ski has arrived to carry you off into the sunset. Thank you so much for competing.